Hello everyone, my name is Master David. Today I've got my client Alan with me. Alan, would you like to do a brief introduction about yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Alan. I have the affinity to meet Pastor David and then be the part of Imperial Harvest. I would call it a family. Almost like 6 months ago, I will wish this journey to be together with me and see how I can build up a relationship with Master David and Imperial Harvest.
So Alan, I believe that prior to consulting Imperial Harvest, you have been to other Feng Shui masters and you have also dabbled in Thai amulets as well. What was your past experience with other Feng Shui masters or the Thai amulets that you have dealt with?
I would say different school of thoughts. There are a lot of ways, processes. You tend to be in the whirlpool of all the processes you need to follow. So Imperial Harvest, I would pretty straightforward. Whether is it science or whether is it the processes, it's very straightforward. What you do and what you get kind of thing, rather than you need to do this 1,000 times of this, 1,000,000 times of this in order to achieve something. Whatever we want and we want to achieve, it's all about the results. And then of course Imperial Harvest did fulfill my objective of result that I wanted.
So what happened to your past dabbling with Thai amulets and other Feng Shui masters? Did they produce the results that you were looking for previously?
I would say there is, but minimal results, or you can only see the results in the earlier part of the days. I wouldn't want to be a real deep into comparison, but of course I would say that the follow-up does matters because I would think that whether is it in life or Feng Shui, everything changes. So when things changes, you need the kind of follow-up. For others, it's like been there, done that. So I've done already and then just let it happen naturally. But for Imperial Harvest, it's a little bit different. You do a follow-up, a review, just like your medical checkup. So that's like a kind of a thing that will assure you that, hey, there's someone watching over you all this while and not like keeping you just on the sideline and then wait for things to happen. This is, I think, is the stark difference.
I think this is where Imperial Harvest we come in, because when it comes to working with our clients, we value a lifelong customer relationship. A lot of time we do reviews with our clients from time to time, and we work with them very closely to see them through to their goals. And this is where, Alan, you do see the difference between Imperial Harvest and the rest of the Feng Shui masters. The rest of the Feng Shui masters, they tend to, probably just do a one-time service and then there is no more follow-up. But for Imperial Harvest, we do follow up with our clients. We conduct regular review sessions and make sure that our clients are on track to achieve their goals and aspirations. Would you like to describe what is your first Imperial Harvest treasure that you acquired?
I'm sure I have the Guang Gong pendant. I'm still wearing it almost every day. I would say that if you would ask me to compare between amulet and the Guang Gong pendant, I would say that it's a bit different because there are a lot of things that you couldn't do, with the Thai amulet. You need to do this, do that. For this Guang Gong, I mean, it's an affinity. I like Guang Gong. A lot of Feng Shui masters say that, you cannot. And Alan, you're too fierce. You shouldn't acquire something that is so fierce and become fiercer kind of thing. So when I joined Imperial Harvest, the concept changes. It's not about whether it's fierce or not. It's about whether you need it or not. Whether it matches you and not just a hearsay kind of thing. Joining Imperial Harvest as a family, you gain knowledge and then how to move things forward, not just blindly acquire a pendant and hope that things will happen.
This is the difference between Imperial Harvest and the rest of the Feng Shui practitioners or even Thai amulets. Just like what Alan has mentioned, there's a list of taboos that you have to abide, and if you violate any one of them, it might backfire on you. I think that was the thing that was implied in the Thai amulets as well. We focus a lot on client education. We want to make sure that every client who comes in, they are well educated on the Feng Shui knowledge, and they are also given a full spectrum understanding of their Bazi chart as well. Alan, would you like to share a bit more about your Bazi consultation experience with Imperial Harvest?
When I first came to Imperial Harvest, Erica was the first person that served me with a smile. It's not like your usual checkup. It's like a chit-chat session. It's not going too deep into what you need, what you like. It's about getting the connection first and understanding where I come from and then what do I need, rather than showing you what you need to buy, what you need to achieve, what you need to attain. So that's a little bit different. So the journey was really good. I mean, the chart, of course, I'm not very well versed to understand the chart, but Erica that serves me, gives a very good breakdown in layman terms, what I really need, what is it affecting me, past and the near future, and what I should be doing, to achieve the kind of results. So that's what catches me, the attention. That's what I double click on. Imperial Harvest, yes, this is the one that I should be going for.
Yes, in Imperial Harvest, we are very result-oriented when it comes to working with our clients. Every client, just like Alan, when you come through the door, they expect to see results. So a lot of time when we work with our client, the number one focus of Imperial Harvest is to identify their Bazi chart, look into their parts chart very deeply, understand every single spectrum aspects for their parts chart. I believe the first consultation, what impresses you the most? Would you like to share with the audience your experience of the first consultation?
Definitely it's the accuracy, and then of course I would say the connection and affinity is just like when you step into a shop and when you want to engage an interior designer, it's about that kind of feel, the vibe, whether is it really for you or not. Definitely on the technical terms, definitely the accuracy is there, and the customer service, and of course the kind of promise for the lifetime assurance that we will follow you through your journey. So this is the kind of the thing that I would want, because someone is really hand holding you, watching over you. It's not like just giving you to walk on the sideline by your own and then shout for help when you're drowning. So it's not that. So before you're drowning or all this thing, Imperial Harvest has already been ahead of you and warned you and then guide you what you should do. So this is what actually attracted me. You have to be part of the Imperial Harvest family.
So Alan, would you like to share with the audience what is the most memorable moments after you have won your Imperial Harvest treasure? What was the breakthrough that you have accomplished with your first Imperial Harvest treasure?
Definitely is my acquire of a new role. So since last year, there was a global retrenchment. So I was left without a role for almost half a year. So the most significant change is definitely after wearing the pendant. There are a lot more calls for interviews, at least to proceed to the second round. And indeed, you will stand on top of all the candidates. So this is a very significant kind of improvement. Be it technical science or be it feng shui, I think this is something when you try it, then you will know yourself.
I think this is definitely one of the most important milestones that Alan has accomplished, because I believe when Alan first came to see us, he was actually desperate because 6 months out of job, and at this very, very important junction of his life, there's a lot of commitment, and being out of job for 6 months means a lot to Alan. And that's why when Alan came to see us, his mandate for Imperial Harvest is, I need to secure my job within the next 3 months because I've been out of job for 6 months. And that is why Alan came to see us. Clients like Alan's came here to see us for fast, immediate results. This is what Imperial Harvest we stand for as well. Our result-oriented approach towards Feng Shui has served many clients very well because clients who come to see us are looking to achieve their goals fast and efficient. And a lot of times, clients like Alan who used to dabble in Thai amulets, they realize that, hey, it's not working. I've been doing my prayers, doing my chanting, doing the sutra, and everything else, following all the strict regime of not indulging in alcohol and doing all sorts of things. And you realize that it's sometimes not practical. And I think this is what appeals to Alan a lot. When it comes to Imperial Harvest, after donning the Imperial Harvest treasure, he has seen very, very wonderful result in his life, in his career. So Alan, now that you're into your job for a couple of months, would you like to share with the audience about your experience after getting into your new job right now?
Definitely, on the job wise, it will definitely be a rocky start because of steep learning curve and all this. I would say that this is part of the package when you join every firm. So where the Imperial Harvest pendant comes into the picture, it gives you the natural kind of vibe to believe it and follow through. Otherwise, there's taboo in this strict regime to follow. So it's a very result-oriented kind of thing. So once you acquire it, believe it, have trust in it, and then things will happen naturally. So this is definitely the stark difference, I would say, after acquiring the first Imperial treasure.
How was your work experience so far after getting into this new job? Was things smooth sailing? How was your relationship with your boss compared to previous roles that you were in?
Well, definitely what Master David mentioned is definitely a very stark difference. Like the bosses, the management kinds of see you. It's not like hiding one corner. No one knows about you. I gained popularity very quickly in the firm, in the Singapore office, and then of course spreading the footprints throughout the global offices. So that is the kind of thing that I see. I have been to all these different organizations. I don't see it that fast. So definitely it's very smooth sailing.
I guess the biggest difference that you have seen so far will be in terms of your popularity, or in other words, in Feng Shui we call it 人缘, your affinity with people. I definitely have seen a great improvement. Would you like to also share about other aspects, of your career? What do you do in your line of work?
I'm actually a regional manager for IT, taking care of the APAC offices. So it's spread across India, China, and Southeast Asia.
Oh, right. So you're in the IT field doing more of like a regional management role.
All right.
Oh, I see. What were you doing previously in the previous roles?
Something similar, yeah. But of course, for this current scope, I have expanded more into the India and China offices to the India and China markets.
What kind of roles were you holding?
Previous role, I have been to a lot of different kind of roles, even starting from an engineer, from a customer service manager, a lot kind of kind of a service kind of role. So it actually landed me some kind of better role now that I can focus on the management rather than doing everything across different regions. There's no specific things that I can focus on. I'm just like running around in circle, giving this task and that task. So right now with my current scope, it's more focused. So with the Imperial Treasure, it makes me more focused person and more result oriented rather than trying to figure out what's going on.
So Alan, what do you think about the after-sales customer service care that Imperial Harvest has rendered you so far?
Definitely a top-notch kind of experience. Not like you need to take a queue number and queue for many months to solve your issues. When you have some issues, if I reach out to Erica, she'll quickly double-click on it and then work on it and then advise me. Even though there is no fixed appointment coming down because of all the tight schedule, a quick call, a 5 minutes call and 10 minutes call, give you the kind of assurance that we hear you, we are here for you, and then what I should do currently, what I should focus on currently. Example, the kind of color of the shirt you need to wear, to be lucky today, if you're going to meet some top management staffs and all this. So these are the simple little things that you just double click on rather than you need to take a queue number and ask. So it's always there. So Imperial Harvest gives me the feeling that they're always there. So when you need help, when you need someone to speak to, they'll be there for you.
I think this is where Imperial Harvest, we pride ourselves for delivering superlative customer service standards to every single client. We believe in embarking on a lifelong support journey. By supporting our client through every change in life, we ensure that our client can continue to achieve different milestones, different goals, and their different aspirations at every different stage of their life. So Alan, what are some of the future aspirations that you wish to accomplish with Imperial Harvest?
Hopefully, when I have an opportunity to move into a new estate, a new cozy home, I would like to acquire that Imperial Harvest treasure. It's a lifelong journey, so I just want Imperial Harvest to be part of my life, and then of course part of my property that I own. This is the kind of aspirations that I want to see in the near future.
So Alan, your future goal is to acquire a brand new property?
Yes, definitely.
Alan, would you recommend Imperial Harvest to your friends?
Yep, definitely. I've actually recommended one of my friends to be part of Imperial Harvest. So she has already onboarded as part of the Imperial Harvest family. And then things changes really well for her. And I'm also very glad that she's moving quite well in her journey. So of course, definitely I will share the Imperial Harvest journey with them and then recommend Imperial Harvest to my friends and family.
Alan, so what advice would you give to new clients who are considering to join Imperial Harvest?
One piece of advice is I would say if you never try, you never know. So do not hesitate. A lot of things when we hesitate and then it just move past. And then once we look back, we can't grab that opportunity anymore. So sometimes it's about affinity. Sometimes it's about that kind of feeling if you feel it right. So yes, definitely you need to put on a lot of research. But by the time when you do it, you lost that kind of time. You lost that part of the journey. So grab that time and then start the journey soon with Imperial Harvest.
Alan, how would you summarize the impact that your Imperial Harvest treasure has on your life so far?
On the job wise, definitely that is the biggest change. With someone that is a salary employee, if you're left without a job, you have tons of bills to pay, tons of things to settle. This is the most important thing. It changes rather than me still searching for a role right now. So with this, everything goes into a stabilized mode and kind of moving into a normalized mode. So of course, the next change, like I say, will be to acquire a brand new property and set that home as part of a Imperial Treasure kind of a vibe. Everything's will turn out, to be good. The setup, the Feng Shui settings, and that will move me into another level. So in life, we just want to achieve different levels at our different parts of our life. So at this juncture, I would definitely say that Imperial Harvest gave me a great impact. So it's not about the time, it's not about when, it's about when you have the opportunity to have the affinity with Imperial Harvest. That really changes everything.
Thank you, Alan, for sharing your Bazi consultation experience with Imperial Harvest. Just like a wise man who once said, the first key step to solving a problem is to identify the real issues. That is also the reason why Imperial Harvest we believes in offering every single new client with a comprehensive, detailed Bazi evaluation. By evaluating your Bazi with a thorough analysis, we will be able to gain insights on the real issues that is hampering our client from achieving more in their career, business, sales, and relationships. Hence, when it comes to 八字 analysis, Imperial Harvest believes in offering our client with a comprehensive and thorough one right from the start of their journey. Nothing is being held back during a consultation. We offer our client with a thorough analysis so that they will be able to gain a thorough insights and a full insights about their 八字 chart. And most important thing is that this is done free of charge since day one. Our 八字 consultation does not end after the first consultation. Even if client does not commit to any purchase, client can still return to come back to our gallery for further advice on their 八字 chart. This is the sincerity that Imperial Harvest we offer to every new client and existing client. Whether they come back for 八字 review, 易经 definition, or 奇门遁甲 forecast, all these are done free of charge. Every consultation is done complimentary because we believe this is a great way to build relationships with our clients, and many clients love to work with us. This is done so that clients like Alan's know that whenever he needs to turn to Imperial Harvest for expert advice on his career matters or other matters in his life, he will always have access to my expertise or my consultant's expertise as well. Alan, your first Imperial Harvest treasure is the fine jadeite Guan Gong holding the victorious flag. Now, Alan, would you like to share with the audience what you like so much about this pendant?
The design is what kind of draws me. It's kind of unique, something that you cannot find elsewhere. When you look at it at first sight, you will definitely fall in love with it. Definitely, the next thing is Guang Gong. It's the god that I like, and then right now I'm wearing it with me as a pendant every day. So it changes my life. I mean, the very first difference I'll go back definitely is on the job wise. Yeah, it secures a job, and then it started my journey since then. And then the affinity with people, with bosses, with colleagues drastically changed. I mean, as a comparison with my previous roles and previous firms, this is a very stark difference. On a personal note wise, I think I acquired something that is priceless, that I feel is of value to me. It's something that you hold a values to you, and it's not just something that you wear it because you need to wear it. You must fall in love with that pendant, trust in it, believe in it, and then everything will happen naturally.
Every Imperial Harvest treasure is designed and patented in Singapore. Imperial Harvest design is original, and every aspect of the design has a meaning. This is why clients love our products, because our product is unique and handcrafted. It connects with the legacies of the Imperial dynasties and the modern aesthetics of fine jewelry design. At Imperial Harvest Workshop, every single Imperial Harvest jadeite treasure is harvested from the raw jadeite boulder before it is being hand-carved and hand-polished by our master artisans. That is also the reason why clients like Alan's appreciate the fine details that we have invested in every single Imperial Harvest jadeite treasure. Every single Imperial Harvest jadeite treasure has undergone stringent gemological testing and quality controls by qualified professional gemologists before it reaches the galleries of Imperial Harvest. Thank you, Alan, for coming by for our Imperial Harvest stories. We're very happy to have you around to share with our audience your experience with your first Imperial Harvest treasure and how much you have benefited from your first Imperial Harvest treasure as well. We look forward to seeing you in the near future and to hear more good news from you as well. See you guys in the next video.